What's up everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal career mode here onto FIFA 23. Now, of course, as you would have seen in the last episode, pre-season hit us pretty hard. 2 games of pre-season just to get used to the squad, just to get used to the team. Roma and Seville both ending up as 2-2 draws, so not the greatest of form coming into the Premier League season. But of course, pre-season's only pre-season. The real stuff starts here. So, first game of the Premier League season here in today's episode. And if you told me we would have a North London derby on game week 1 of the Premier League season, away from home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, I would have laughed right at your face. But then, when I looked at the calendar, it was happening. Yep, game week 1 of the Premier League season, it's Tottenham away from home. Not an easy tie against Antonio Conte, of course. The recruitment that they did in the summer transfer window in real life, bringing in the likes of Perisic, Basuma, Fraser Foster, and a couple of other names as well. They've got immense squad depth. They're going to go far this season, not just probably in the game, but of course in real life as well. They're going to be nailed on top 4 competitors, like we're supposed to be. That's one of our objectives. We've got to get to the top 4 this season, and the reason we're nailed on is because of the recruitment that we brought in and the players that are going to be scoring the goals. Just like this guy here, our new number 9 up top, Gabriel Jesus, banging in the first goal to give us the lead. So a very good start in the first half of the first game of the season. But second half, we couldn't lay off Tottenham, we couldn't give them chances, but that's exactly what we would go ahead and do. 12.5 minutes after the restart, Kulusevski, the ginger from Sweden, as Tottenham like to call him, goes ahead and gets the equaliser. So we're at 1-1, not really too much happening in the game. I wanted to kick off our Premier League season with a win. Could we go ahead and do that? Well, as you would see, Thomas Partey slipped in here. I went for the power shot, but the thing with the power shots, that type of shot where it zooms in on the camera, the thing is it takes time for the player to shoot the ball. So by the time you've already gone to do it, either the goalkeeper's rushing out or you've already been tackled. So again, it might need fixing in a patch later on in the game, but again, it's literally the first 2-3 days of FIFA 23, so not everything's meant to be perfect. As you would have seen now, straight after the Thomas Partey effort, Harry Kane, none other, Harry Kane would go ahead and score the winner for Tottenham. And on game week 1 of the Premier League season, it's Tottenham 2, Arsenal 1, and we've picked up no points from our opening game of the season. Whereas Mikel Arteta in real life picked up 3 points from his opening game. And you will hear me have a lot of real life references during this first season, just because again I like to compare myself to how I'm doing to how the managers in real life are doing. So Mikel Arteta, he's already in front of me, super Mikel Arteta. Again, it's expected. This squad, it's gonna take time to gel, it's gonna take time to work out what the best tactics are. And we've not got the best squad depth either. Now, again, that's not down to me. That's down to the recruitment done in real life. We've not got the best squad depth. And, for example, the attack. If we bring Gabriel Jesus on, we've then got to rely on Eddie Nketiah, who's nowhere near the level of Gabriel Jesus. So, again, in January, we will be looking for more experienced players, bringing in those players that will win you games, and hopefully we can win some games before then. But enough of that loss against Tottenham. That's in the past. We've got to drive on now, taking on our second opponents in the Premier League season, matchday 2 of the Premier League, and it's Manchester United at home. Now, personally, I think we've been done a little bit dirty on the schedule lists. We've been given 2 of the top 6 in our opening 2 games, like last season in real life. Of course, last season in real life, Arsenal had City and Chelsea straight after another. So personally, I think we've been done a little bit dirty on the fixture list again. But we started off well. We started off on the front foot. Gabriel Jesus scores another goal. A pass to De Gea. I don't know how De Gea didn't save it, but De Gea misses it and Gabriel Jesus scores. So again, we're not complaining, but in this game it was really about not taking the chances. And when I say that, we had multiple opportunities, as you would have seen in that first half. Not one of them was converted apart from one. So when you're looking at it, we've got good players in this team, we've got experience, we've got quality, we've got everything we need to win games. We're just not tucking away the chances. So as you would see then, coming up to the end of the game, still got the 1-0 lead. Cristiano Ronaldo over the free kick. What's he going to do? Well, of course he's going to swing it in, but look at this. Victor Lindelof rescues a point for Man United. And as you would see, full time, our first home game of the season. It's Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1 at home. And it's another few dropped points. So what have I learnt from the first 2 games of the season? Take your chances. If you don't take your chances, the other team's going to hit you later on in the game and you could drop points. We've picked up 1 point from a possible 6. And in my eyes, for this team, it's not good enough at all. So we need to pick up form, we need to do something, and we need to fix it quickly. So going into the penultimate game of today's episode, taking on Brighton. Slightly easier opponent. Of course, Brighton, they can still give you a game. They've got good quality in their team. They've got some good squad depth as well. Taking them on away at the Amex here. Second away day of the Premier League season. And I've got to say, it was the tale of the last 2 games. Not taking your chances. We had one with Gabriel Jesus there, and then from the corner, as you would see, William Saliba not taking that headed chance. 1-on-1 with Sanchez in goal. And we just weren't taking the chances. It was frustrating on the touchline because we were doing well. As you would see though, we would go ahead and get 1-0 up. But again, what's the story so far? You go 1-0 up, you tend to drop points at the end of the game. Well, would that be the story? Well, Gabriel Jesus went ahead and got the first goal, and I've got to say that guy's been a revelation in this team so far. He scored in every single one of our Premier League games. So going on later on in the first half then, as you would see, Brighton with an opportunity, flashes it wide of the post. And that's another thing I'm struggling with this season. Defending. I don't know why, but defending, you've got to be so good at it. Otherwise, if you're not, the opposition, they'll take a chance and they'll score from it. So going on into the second half then, as you would see, Brighton go ahead and get an equaliser straight from the second half kickoff. On the touchline, I was fuming, and I've got a question here why the players were going through the LED boards for one, but on the touchline, I was fuming. We were 1-0 up, we had loads of chances in the first half, we could have killed the game, but we didn't. And then as you would see, Brighton win the ball back, slots it through to Danny Welbeck, Ramsdale in no man's land, and Danny Welbeck, 82nd minute, goes ahead and grabs Brighton the goal to put them in front. Well, 8 minutes to go, we had to pull something out of our sleeve. So straight from kickoff, I went on the attack. As you would see, Gabriel Martinelli, the brilliant Brazilian, up the left wing, passes it into Eddie Nketiah, and Nketiah to the newly added Fabio Vieira. And Fabio Vieira, the hero, Vieira, whoa, he's the hero here at Brighton. So Fabio Vieira grabs the equaliser. We still have 5 minutes though, but could we get a winner? The answer to that question was no. It wasn't to be. Brighton 2, Arsenal 2. 2 points taken from a possible 9. And there's a lot more hard games coming up very soon. We've got to pick up points soon. So, yeah, 3 games into the Premier League season. We're currently not on the best run of form. We're still picking up the form of the pre-season, obviously. We're still picking up the draws. And I've got to say, 2-2 against Roma, 2-2 against Seville in pre-season, 2-2 against Brighton here. We're the 2-2 draw merchants. Honestly, we love a 2-2 draw apparently. So, but that's got to stop. That's got to stop very soon. But as you will see though, setting up the youth scout there and looking ahead to our next game in the Premier League. It's Chelsea at home at the Emirates, hoping to pick up some points. Aubameyang will return home. But guys, if you did enjoy today's episode, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a brilliant day, stay safe, and I'll see you guys for probably one of the biggest episodes next. Thank you guys, bye for now.